Hey guys, how are you all doing? It is Jafmasterflash. Hope you are all well. So, with this being my first time back on my wheel, rather than live streaming, because I hadn't played F1 in over a fortnight. Yeah, it was longer than a fortnight. I thought rather than live stream it and just completely get it all messed up, because believe me, practice was a little bit hairy. I did mess it up a few times, not gonna lie. So I thought I'd just record it and just show you guys the race. First up though, as you can see, in Sector 1, purple sector, thank you very much. This is the fastest lap of Q3 that I managed to put together, which I was over the moon with. Not gonna lie, it's probably the quickest I've ever been at Circuit Zandvoort. I think I've only ever drove here 3 times. I think this is the 3rd time of driving here. Don't know what it is about Hanoi and Zandvoort. Not a big fan, but then I suppose it's because they're new circuits, and that's probably the only reason why. As you can see, I did a 109.3, which was awesome for me. It really was, because I think my previous best was like a 110.5. So I'm well chuffed for that. Not gonna lie, but. Circuit Zandvoort is one of those new circuits which is added to the calendar for this year, but unfortunately due to COVID, etc., the calendar had to be changed. But the good thing is, unlike Hanoi, we will get a chance to go and race at Zandvoort again next year for the Netherlands GP. Yeah, I mean, I'm already looking forward to the new season to watch old Max, see how good he does around Zandvoort, especially for 2021 when all the cars are going to be different as well. Well, they're going to be less aerodynamic, and hopefully, we'll get to see closer racing. But I still think that it's going to be Mercedes championship to throw away. I really do. Even now, that's an early prediction for next season. I think Hamilton is going to be a new 8-time world champion, and I don't know, I just really do. You got the argument of the car is going to be obviously the best, but if that was the case, do you know what I mean? You always hear that argument, anybody could win in that Mercedes car. Yeah, true. However, the car will only get you so far. You really need talent to get the best out of a car. You need talent to get the best out of anything. I mean, no disrespect, Valtteri Bottas is a prime example. If it was the best car, and you didn't need any talent or anything to drive it, Valtteri Bottas, having driven that car for the last 4 and a bit seasons. Yeah, because Rosberg won the 2016. Yeah, so last 4 seasons, Valtteri Bottas should have absolutely walked away with the Bahrain Grand Prix, minus the pit stop mix-up. But yeah, it really goes to show that it's not just the car. The whole Bottas situation. It's not just from the Sakhir Grand Prix at Bahrain. It was, look at the first Grand Prix at Bahrain, where he starts off second on the grid and then he ends up in P8. Bottas is having a tough time of it at the minute, but what I'm trying to say is, if it was just all about that Mercedes car, those cars, well, they would just take off and leave everybody in the distance. And, the car will only get you so far. It is motor racing after all. But you also need talent. And George Russell proved at the weekend he has just got the same amount of talent as Leclerc, Verstappen, Norris, Sainz. It's really, really good crop of youngsters that are currently in F1, and not just that, the new guys that are coming. I mean, Mick Schumacher has just won the F2 championship. Don't forget, George Russell in 2018 won the F2 championship. And, you got Nikita Mazepin just signed for Haas as well. So it's looking good. F1 for the future, with the new drivers we got up and coming, are really good. But that was lights out, and away we go. Not sure what happened to Hamilton on the start, but he's already been overtaken by Verstappen. That was a bit of a weird start. I managed to get away, no problem at all. I think Hamilton moved over to cut off Verstappen, but ended up getting swallowed himself. But I'm well happy at this point. Obviously, it's only the first of 18 laps, but Verstappen was coming at me. It's a bit weird, it really is, because as you can see, I'm managing to pull away from third, fourth, fifth. I'm already creating a gap, but Verstappen is just all over the back of me, and I'm extending that gap to P3 and below. It's just that I couldn't shake Verstappen, and I don't know what it is, but the car that even if you like I am now out in front, I couldn't get a gap to Verstappen. If I was second, the car in front of me would absolutely take off, and I wouldn't be able to control it. Just like the Australian Grand Prix that Hamilton won. It's because Hamilton got out in the lead, and I was unable to chase him down. But it's lap 2 now, and the gap to Verstappen is 0.6, whereas the gap to Hamilton is 1.5, and the gap to Bottas is 2, and that gap is only going to increase. Whereas Verstappen, he is sticking with me. He's well within the DRS. But yeah, I really, really enjoyed getting back in the wheel. I really did after the operation. Stomach was a little bit sore afterwards, obviously using muscles and whatnot, but it was awesome. Really, really enjoyed Zandvoort, whereas last season, I don't even think we finished the race. I think it was a DNF last time. This time, I will say that I finished. And yeah, I'll let you guys stick around to the end and watch it. That's if you guys want to. As always though, guys, I would really appreciate it if you liked what you see. Hit that like button. If you love what you see and you want to see more, I normally live stream the F1, but I didn't want to jump straight back into a live stream with very little playtime, and the fact that, like I said, I just had the operation and stomach, and yeah. But there will be lots more F1 content. I still need to continue my McLaren career mode as well, but we'll get to it. But guys, wherever you are in the world today, I hope you have a good one. Let me know what you think about this race down in the comments below, and as always, take care.
Engine is looking a little worn. Power output will be less than optimal. to be able to run in this engine mode much longer. We're about a lap over target. Drop down to mix 2 soon. Verstappen is behind you. Less than a second separate you. They're on old softs. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1 minute 12.7. We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums. Gap to teammate behind is 11.5 seconds. They're on old softs. They're in 8th. The time last lap was a 1:14.2. Check your MFD for a new strategy option. Push now. We're boxing this lap. Okay, we can take you this lap. Go, go, go. Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres. Lando is coming in for his stop. You're leading the pack. P1, Kvyat behind. The gap to the car behind is 2.7 seconds. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. We're increasing our gap on the car behind by around a second a lap. Verstappen behind. Our gap behind is 5.2 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. The time last lap was a 1 minute 13.8. We have 5 laps of fuel remaining. No rain expected. No rain expected for the time being. Dries seem like the fastest tyre at the moment. We pretty much burned off our excess fuel. We'll be back on target soon. Don't wait too long to turn the engine down. We're leading our teammate by 28.8 seconds. Safety car, safety car. No overtaking, reduce your pace. Keep your delta number positive as we form up. Drop your speed, our delta is too low and we risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately. The turbocharger is on its last legs. Let's try to keep mileage on it to a minimum. There's 3 laps of fuel remaining. We're coming up to the safety car now. Do not pass it. You are the leader. Follow the safety car. Okay, the safety car is coming in this lap. We'll be pacing the field in sector 3. Make sure to respect the delta until the safety car is in the pit lane. We're expecting rain in around 10 to 15 minutes. This is your final lap of the race. There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining. Absolutely awesome, just amazing. Well done.
Many doubted whether they could pull off the win here in Zandvoort, but they have done, and done it in spectacular style. Anthony, tell me, what was it that helped them achieve this success?
Without a doubt, the safety car changed everything today. The key to their success was keeping calm and reacting to the situation quickly. We've seen teams in the past throw away wins because they were too hesitant, but here they were decisive, and that's allowed them to take the advantage.
Welcome then to the podium, our top 3 drivers. What a great effort from them today in a very difficult race. And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the Drivers' Table. Joker takes over the lead of the Drivers' Championship. Now, let's discuss, Ant. Who would you say is a contender for Driver of the Day?
I mean, can it be anyone else other than Danny Kvyat? His performance today really set him apart from the other drivers out there. He's got to be happy with how he's done here this weekend. All respect to the fans' choice, they fully deserve it. But I just feel that my pick had a little more on their plate, so their ability to keep a cool head and come through for such a strong finish made the difference, at least in my opinion.
Let's move on to the Constructors. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. Another team that will be satisfied with this Grand Prix is Alfa Romeo, whose good result moves them further up the championship. Well, Ant, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.